Hello and welcome to IGCSE Mathematics 0580 extended course, syllabus topic E1 number, module E1.6, which is about inequalities, and this is part 6. In this part, we're going to solve exercise 16 of chapter number 5. As we know, we are using complete mathematics for Cambridge IGCSE extended syllabus written by David Rayner. And for a quick reference, this is on page number 193 and we're going to solve question number 30 onwards. Okay, so in question number 30, it says 0 less than 3x and 3x less than 40, and then the condition it says x is divisible by 5. So we'll use the same strategies, divide this inequality into two inequalities, which is 0 less than 3x and 3x less than 40. It means that if you divide 3 on other side, it still will be 0. 0 divided by 3 is 0. So it means that you can write x is greater than 0. And in here, if you divide 3 on other side, it will be x less than 40 divided by 3. And just keep in mind, roughly speaking, 40 divided by 3 is 13.3 something, right? So now let's draw it on a number line. 0 is a smaller number, it will be on the left side, and 13.3 or 40 over 3 is a bigger number, which is on the right side, like that, which is equals to 13.3. Now we have to find all x's which are divisible by 5. So of course, in between 0 and 13.3, the number will be 5 itself, because 5 ones are 5, which is divisible 5 by 5, and then it is 10, 5 to the 10, and that's it, because this is 13.3, so you cannot cross over this one. So the only solution is x equals to 5 and 10. In question number 31, it says 2x greater than minus 10. It means that x greater than minus 10 over 2 and x greater than minus 5. Right, so on a number line, we know that minus 5, let's suppose, is here. It's an open circle because it's not equal to and it's greater than. It means you have to move towards the right side of minus 5. Now in the condition it says x is a negative integer. It means that you have to find all the integer between minus 5 and 0. So it will be, of course, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2 and minus 1, because it clearly says negative integers, means you cannot cross 0, right? So that's it. So it means x will be equals to minus 4, minus 3, minus 2 and minus 1. You cannot include minus 5 because it's not equal to, it's only greater than. That's why we have put an open circle on minus 5. So this is the answer. In question number 32, it says x plus 1 less than 2x and 2x is less than x plus 13. So to solve it, we have to make two inequalities out of these three inequalities. So it will be x plus 1 less than 2x, and the other will be 2x less than x plus 13. So of course we have to make x as positive, so better move this plus x onto the right side. So you have 1 less than 2x minus x, which is 1 less than 2x minus x is x, or we can write simply as x greater than 1. And in here we'll move x onto the left side, so it will be 2x minus x less than 13. 2x minus x is x, x is less than 13. Right, so draw on a number line, put a straight line. We have two number 1 and 13, smaller number onto the left side, which is 1, bigger number onto the right side, which is 13. And we know that both numbers are not included, so put a open circle. 1 and 13 are not included, and greater than, it means you have to move right side of plus 1. Less than 13, it means you have to move left side of 13. It means that our solution x is squeezed between 1 and 13. And now look at the condition. It says x is an integer, so it means that we have all the numbers as an integer, like 2, 3, 4 and up to 12. So this is our solution. So it means x equals to 2, 3, 4 and up to 12. In question number 33, it says x square less than 100, and in the condition it says x is a positive square number. Now this is very interesting situation because we have something like square number first time. Before actually we solve this inequality, I just quickly want to remind you, let's suppose if you have x square equals to 100, right? So what you do in fact, to move the square onto the other side, you take the under root on both sides, right? This is the way you calculate the value of x, and you place a plus minus. Whenever you take the under root, you write the plus minus. It means square and under root will cancel out each other, so it will be x equals to, and 100 under root is 10, so it will be x equals to plus minus 10. It means that plus 10 into plus 10 makes 100, and even minus 10 into minus 10 makes plus 100, because minus minus is plus, and 10 into 10 100. So that is why we have two values of x's, right? So 100 is a square number, and we have two answers, plus and minus 10, both multiplied by each other makes plus 100. Now keeping this solution in mind, so it means that if you want to make it as x, it should be two inequalities, one with the as it is. Let's suppose we'll take this sign as equal, let's suppose for the time being. So it will be 1 is plus 10, right? Because we have two solutions, x is plus 10 and x is minus 10, right? So one will be x less than 10. Other, the trouble is the other part, because the other part is x is less than minus 10, because you have a minus sign, and we know in inequality, whenever you have a minus sign or multiply with the minus sign, this inequality inverts, so it will be x greater than minus 10. So just keep in mind, whenever you solve the square number and you make it as a single x, one inequality will be as it is, and the other will be the, you invert the sign with the minus number. So let's suppose, let me quickly take another number. Let's suppose you have x square greater than 100. So what will happen this time? The one will be as it is, x greater than 10. The other inequality will be, because it is greater than, so it will be less than minus 10. So it works like that in the case if you have. So it means in that case, x squared less than 100, the one inequality with the plus sign with the same inequality less than, but for the minus one you have to invert this sign, because it is less than, it will be greater than minus 10. So if you want to combine these two, it means that on a number line, minus 10 smaller number onto the left side, plus 10 the bigger number onto the right side, and we know that these are not included. There's like open circle, minus 10 and plus 10 open circle. It means that look, x greater than minus 10, it means you have to move towards the right side of it. X is less than 10, it means you have to move towards the left side of 10. It means our solution is squeezed between minus 10 and plus 10, and the condition says x is a positive square number. It means you have to find all those positive square number which are squeezed between minus 10 and plus 10. It means that minus 10 to 0 is being neglected. We are not entertaining it, because we're looking at the positive number, positive square number. So the only number left will be 1. 1 is a square number, 1 ones are 1, and then 2 2s are 4, so 4 is a square number, and then 3 3s are 9, so 9 is a square number. So these three numbers are included in our solution. So it means that x will be equals to 1, 4 and 9. So in question number 34, it says 0 less than equals to 2z minus 3 less than equal to z plus 8. So same methodology, divide these three into two inequalities. So it will be 0 less than equals to 2z minus 3 and 2z minus 3 less than equals to z plus 8. Now we have to make z alone, so better move minus 3 onto the left side, so it will be plus 3 less than equals to 2z, and we can write like 2z greater than equals to 3, or z is greater than equals to 3 over 2. And looking at here, we move z onto the left side, minus 3 onto the right side, so we will have 2z minus z less than equals to 8 plus 3. 2z minus z is z, less than equals to 8 plus 3 is 11. We have two inequalities, z greater than equal to 3 over 2, z less than equals to 11. On a number line, 3 over 2 or 1.5 is smaller number, it will be on the left side like 3 over 2. 11 is a bigger number, it must be on the right side, so 11 is there, and both number are included because they are equal to as well, like this one. And it means that our solution are squeezed between these two numbers because x is greater than, so you have to move right side of 3 over 2, and z is less than 11, so we have to move left side of plus 11. So our solution is in between 3 over 2, which is 1.5, and 11. And looking at the condition, z is a prime number, so we know that prime number is because 3 over 2 is 1.5, so the prime number will start from 2. The next prime number is, we know that it is 3. The next prime number is 5. Then 6 is not prime number. The next prime number is 7. And the next prime number, which is 11 itself. So the solution set will be equals to z equals to 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11. Right, so this is the answer. So in the next part, we'll be solving question number 35 onward. So see you there.